What's up, guys? If this is your first video, this is free AI consulting every single day at 4 p.m. And we help build complete businesses and launch them live within under 1 to 2 hours, showing the capabilities of AI. In these videos, you'll see me run multiple different terminals and show you guys exactly what I'm doing in the steps. But today we have Taylor, and this was a really fun one. At first, we weren't sure which direction we wanted to go. She has a matchmaking business right now. She also has experience in the construction world and digital products. So we tried to mingle something together, and here's what we came up with. What we end up building, Taylor, is 2 agents. One that's gonna go out and scrape leads in her area that do construction that don't have a great internet presence. Maybe low reviews or not many products on their website, or it's just not very good. The agent's gonna go out and find and scrape hundreds of leads in her area that meet those qualifications. Second, it's going to load into a spreadsheet where the other agent is going to sit, that's going to then receive that information and go build out an entire website for that client and email them what that would look like for them with a quick call to action that leads them to a landing page that we also built for Taylor today, that they can schedule a call or have her come out in person and show them what she built, and hopefully be able to also upsell them on a couple other services that she offers herself. So if you're trying to get into business and use AI to make money, this is definitely a killer business. Watch along. There's a lot of value I drop throughout the video, small little tangents I go on about the importance of AI, drift, hallucination, and all of this stuff. So definitely stick around to the end where we build out the entire thing and show it actually working. Let's get to it.
I love it. No, this is cool. So I'm going to just start this off. We got Taylor here. We've already started off with quite a good conversation. She has some pretty good experience with AI, with Claude Code, or with Claude Cowork. You've been building spreadsheets already, been using AI in your business and stuff. Today we had a call before. She had a couple ideas that she wanted to do. Right now she has Gold Star Matchmakers, which was her dating platform, right, that you have. And we talked about that, and then she came from a video with Hannah where we built an Etsy digital product. And so we were kind of in the middle of between, going, the dating app and what we could do with that, or going digital product. We landed on something. Taylor kind of has an experience, her background, and like consulting and talking with other businesses, and that's what she seems to have a passion for, and she's got a lot of stuff built up and resources on it. It seems like she can talk about it a lot. So that's kind of what we're going to double niche down on. We figured today we're going to build a agent that's going to go out and find us leads for people that have not the greatest internet presence. Their website might not have calls to actions, maybe not a website at all, under 100 reviews. We'll keep it in your area because I think you want to go out and have the option to either do a voice call or you go out and meet them. So we'll have an option for them to go to a landing page. We'll build out her landing page today where they can go, we'll send an email with a fully built website, calls to action. Hey, this is my idea of a website. I do a little bit of, AI built me this website. I do AI consulting or something like that, some kind of cool catch. Check out this website, providing free value, which is definitely the way we want to go with this. I think it'll be a good catch. And then bring us to a landing page where Taylor will have, some of the resources that she's compiled over the time, maybe some prompts in there, or how to do these 3 things. She's got some experience with blogs and SEOs. So she'll be able to optimize that. We'll build it out a little bit there. We'll touch a little bit on AEO and how we can build markdown prompts and put it on the back of our websites so that we can be the website that AI trusts. And then we're going to build out this all in a spreadsheet in a CRM so she can track it and start making money with this thing.
Yay.
So what I did before our calls, I went into ChatGPT and I just did a brain dump of everything from just our conversation. I just kind of, everything that I just talked about, I just kind of laid it all out, right?
Excellent. Love
I just had a full conversation. And then how I did it is I like to start all of these calls with just diving into the first thing that was on your notes and the intake form as well. but it's just prompting because it's so important. And it's the fundamentals, and it's probably, this isn't your first time if you've watched videos about prompting, the fundamentals of it, but I want to go over it because this is what the template that I'll use throughout this entire video, and to really help us build and like set context, right? Because context is so important. Before I jump into this, 2 points that I would just want to dive into. Have you like really, do you understand the differences in like the importance of drift and hallucination? And same thing with drift, right? It's like, what is your core ideas? And with this, I think it's important that we understand why this prompted and why this goes back to hallucination and drift. And I'm about to share my screen. But it's so important, especially with drift, because if we're going to go build people websites or you're going to do things, we have to make sure both of those things are super tight, right? That if we're going to go build somebody a landing page and AI is going to do it and we're not going to put any notes on it, if they have products, we need to make sure that we're saving the same products. We have to make sure we're not making up, because drift is just that. It's filling in the gaps of the things that aren't there, right? So
we drift with AI. I've done that.
So this is where strong prompting comes in. So this is why I did the brain dump. And then I'm just going to have it give me a prompt. I'm going to take all of that and say, hey, just give me a prompt for basically what we're doing, right? And these 5 with, drawn out with these 5 things, right? Which is first the role. We want to tell Claude who it is supposed to be. This changes how it approaches the task. So rather than saying, help me make a presentation, you want to say, hey, you're a presentation strategist who helps people make clear, persuasive, well-structured presentations. That alone gives Claude a much better lane to operate in, right?
Okay.
Second thing is giving it context. We want to give Claude the background. What have we tried? What have we not tried? What has worked? What's not worked? Where's the direction that we want to go, right? Who's it for? What's happening? Everything, right? This is where most people mess up. They ask for something without enough information and wonder why it feels generic. Claude can only work with what you give it, right?
Yeah.
So I gave it your background. I said, literally everything that I just said basically in that intro there, right? Like, hey, she has this experience, she has this, it's, your name, all of this stuff, so that we can start building out the agent and like a markdown file and all of that I can share with you and you can deploy. So context, right? The better context, the better the output. Your goal. So we're going to tell Claude what are our goals from all of this, right? Not just what you want made, but what you want to accomplish with it. So not just, hey, we want to have an agent that builds websites, but hey, we want an agent that builds a front page of a website that, when the client goes on, they're mind blown, right? Like, well, what is mind blown, right? And then we'll get into output and constraints, right? Next thing is constraints. Hey, we want to go build a website. Well, what is a good website, right? It might think, AI really thinks that a website is like something really complex and people read stuff and use emojis and buzzwords, and it's not that, right?
No.
So you have to give the constraints. Not at all.
Nice and simple and clean.
Nice, simple, and clean, exactly. So stack that with our constraints and then our output format, right? So we want this plugging into an HTML, or the page just comes out as an HTML. We want things to go into our CSV. We want the website to be, have calls to actions, right? Whatever it is, right? So the easiest way to think about prompting is a weak prompt sounds like, do this for me. A strong prompt sounds like, here's who you are, here's the situation, here's the goal, here's the rules, and here's how I want to deliver it. I'm going to share all of these files with
Yeah, I find it can be tricky to write the prompts, and even in Magi, he's got a prompt improver, but I find I spend more time making the prompt, and I would have sometimes doing the action, which makes it clear you want to use these prompts for repeatable action.
Right. The big thing here too is like, so you can give Claude or ChatGPT or any of these now, or the context windows are so big. Like we've gone up to a million token context windows, which gives us the ability to literally dump a book to like 3 books worth of like knowledge into it, right? So that's why I love using like voice, when I just like, you can go in and just like record yourself, because that's exactly what I did. I just spent a bunch of time, probably 10 minutes, talking about everything that we've talked about. I gave it some templates that I use just like for our skill router, for prompts. So like for our skills, we want to add like UI, UX pros. Are you familiar with Claude skills?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So that's like something that really helps constraints, right? That's it. And then that would also go on top of our 5 layers, right? So in our prompt, we have our 5 layers, but then in our agentic architecture, in our markdown files, like in whatever file path you're operating on, you want to have like a skill router, right? So that you don't have to say, hey, go use this skill every time, or use Playwright to view my screen. You know, it already has those tools and skills already routed into it. Now, that's an entire lesson in itself, so I wanted to save us from it. So I just put it in already.
Automatically, like I've got all these skills, but I can see it working, and it seems to just pull out the skills it needs.
Right, exactly.
At least I hope so.
No, usually, yeah. If you got it set up, it should be doing it. But that's exactly that. So we want to pull. I just told it everything that we wanted to do, and I just had it kind of create me. One, it was just a mind map of everything that we can review. So we're going to go over this, and then we're going to get started all of these steps. But this is going to be the build notes. So I'm just going to drop this into Codex. It gave me a copy and paste here. Into
Nice.
Codex, Claude, and ChatGPT. And then this is just the basis. So now we can start with something that like it knows what we're building, right? It has a clear idea of what our workflows are, lead scrape, and get sent into a spreadsheet, right? All of these, and then it'll start helping us build each step.
Nice.
And all I did was I used, and I'll give you, like I said, I'm going to give you all the same prompts that I used. So I'll give you all of this here. And I'm just using the same prompt format of these five prompts, right?
So you use your format, the same format, to build all of your prompts. So you did, I'm just kind of reiterating, make sure I understand. You did your verbal brain dump, right? Which I love that. I do that all the time. But you took that and put it in, you use this prompt to take the brain dump to make it into, like, how did you go from your brain dump to your
I just said use this as a template. I'll just copy and paste this entire prompt folder,
right?
Share it with it, and then I'll say use this as the template and create me a master context block that I can share with Claude, Codex, and ChatGPT of everything that we're trying to build here.
Nice. Okay.
Now we have something super powered, right? Of like, and here's Taylor's like, is this still enough context? No,
No.
if there's still going to be drift, right? This is a speed run. And like, so that's the number one thing is on these. When I start with these, anytime I build something new, this is like, will change this will change the game for you. Genuinely, this is going to be a game changer. Anytime that I'm going to build a business or build agent architecture or workflow or anything, I'm going to go into a deep, I call it an interrogation session.
Mm-hmm.
And I share this, and then I say, ask me 100 questions, and I'll do 100 because it helps me think of more. 20 isn't enough, 10 isn't enough. Do 100. Take the time to do it, and your outputs will come. And then I'll ask it to go through that, find any redundancies or things that don't make sense, right? Any things that cross paths or whatever in my plan. Come back and ask me another 50 questions.
Wow.
And then go through it. And now what I have is something that really has context of exactly whatever it is I'm trying to build, right? Whatever my end goals are, whatever those 5 things, my role, my context, all of those, it has all of that. Now we can say, hey, put this into a context block using this prompt. So any chat that I'm using is aligned and it'll help me move the needle forward for whatever I'm building, right?
That's great. See, yeah, that's what I needed to go deeper with my prompting. For sure.
It is literally that will change your life. And do it, like, don't do it in the same session. Like, I am going to take this session. I'm done with this session. I'm not coming back to it.
You're going to start all over, so it's not getting, I don't know.
Session. Yeah. I always do these, and so I'm going to take this, and then we're just going to go into a brand new one. I'm just going to do a temporary chat. Has zero context of anything. This is just a quick chat, and not something I'm going to have to come back to, right?
I learned
Now,
that the hard way, and I think a lot of people do. I've gone build some beautiful things and then have it. Sorry.
nope, exactly.
And so I do a lot of copying and pasting now.
So we're just gonna share this. Start with that, and we're gonna open up. Do you have chat? Do you pay for ChatGPT?
Yeah, I pay for ChatGPT and Claude and Magi and
I highly recommend you go in.
I use another one. Same with Gemini or Grok. I've got a subscription there too.
If you're not already, I highly recommend you run Codex.
Yeah, I just took it off last night because I didn't think I needed it. And now
oh my God. I don't know. Codex, let me tell you, Taylor, Codex is freaking amazing. Like people like don't like talk bad about it sometimes. And it's like that's true for certain things, but Codex kicks butt. Especially what we're trying to do.
I was using it with Claude, but I didn't really know how to use it that well. So I'll put it back on and I'll make a point of figuring it out.
This is so here, I'm gonna show you kind of like my step-by-step here, right? So you just go down ChatGPT, you'll go to Codex, that little button there, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just run try in your terminal, and then you'll just go here. Have you ever opened a terminal before?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. OpenClaw, right? It was all in the terminal.
Oh, shoot, that's right. You're all in terminal. Okay. Cool. So you know what to do. Run npm, all of this stuff. Run this, and then we'll open up Codex here. And now we just tell it what file path that we want to operate in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna
great in the terminal. I'm still like I learned it with OpenClaw, so
no, that's fine.
Learning.
So I'm not using any agent architecture. Will-be has a couple, like this file path does have some things like skill routers and stuff already in it, and tools, but all of the stuff that we're going to use is just going to be brand new. We're going to operate a new file path. So I'm just going to say, create a file path and will be titled Taylor's Business, nowhere else. Cool. And then, so we're going to run this, and then I'm going to run Claude in terminal as well.
No, sorry, not you, my dog.
I'm going to run Claude in terminal as well.
Oh, you can do, see, I haven't tested that out yet.
If I, like, you could go resume, and I could, like, resume a previous conversation, right?
Okay.
Same thing in Codex. I think you could do a resume. Let me see. All right, so now I broke down a step-by-step. So phase one, website generation. All right, so first is going to be lead capture, right?
Yes.
Second phase is going to be internet presence assessment. For each lead, the agent should determine, do they have a website? Is it outdated, weak, slow, unclear? Is the branding inconsistent? Are reviews strong but presentation weak? Are there obvious conversion issues? Is there missing CTA booking paths? Do they have no clear mobile-friendly precise presence? Are there trust elements? And then we'll go to phase three, opportunity scoring. So we'll grade each lead basically. And then we'll create a website. Once enough research is gathered, generate a one-page site. Once only verified info, use only verified info, keep copy simple and grounded. And then you'll review it in the spreadsheet. So it'll put it in the website into the spreadsheet. You'll review it. And then if you, if you want to put notes on it or whatever, change this, you can do it all within the spreadsheet. And then just hit send, and then it'll send it out to the client. The email says, I noticed your online presence could be stronger. I already built something to show you. Here's the preview. If you want to, let's talk through it. And then it'll push them to your landing page, which will be a booking, and then plus like an upsell kind of thing where you'll have, hey, here's other resources that you could use for your business, all of that good stuff. And then spreadsheet action. So here's all of the.
You did this in half an hour.
You'll see what we do in this time. This will be fun. So all of this are all of our headers, right? We need outreach, email angle, personalized insight, outreach email draft, outreach status, send date, follow up, conversion, feed site, Button action logic. So there's need to be logic so that your spreadsheet obviously works. If you want to iterate it, like you want to put notes, leaves notes and iteration requests, revise copy, action, right, send, all of that stuff. So that's for the sheet. And again, I'm going to use Google Sheets with app scripts just because it's something that I'm just really good with. I use a lot.
I got both.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then website generation logic. So here's all of our steps. Where is this step by step? Step one. So let's start on, where's my step one?
Exactly what I need.
Okay, so lead scraping engine. All right, cool. So let's use Codex for our lead scraping engine. Actually, you know what? Claude's actually really good at that. So in the Apex,
I used Grok and I've got a spreadsheet started, but I'll just add the info from there into the spreadsheet that we make.
let's see. Here is a. All right, so we're going to start by having ChatGPT create us a plan for our lead scraping engine. And down here, we'll grab our context bubble, right? This, and so I said, here's all the context for what I'm trying to do. We need to start by creating the lead scraping engine. Create me a plan for this. Using Claude skills, find me all of the best skills, tools, and open source GitHub repos that can help me find leads at no cost. Cool. And then we gave it all of our context, right? So now it's going to create a plan for us. We can even go ahead and hit Tab Shift down here, which puts it into plan mode. So
interesting.
we're doing like big stuff like this. We want to put it into planning mode, or just tell it to make a plan. You know, I don't want it to just tell it to go scrape leads. I want to see what it wants to do first.
Okay.
Before I tell it to go out to the world, right? So first, we're going to start with step one there with scraping leads. We'll start on step two over here, which is business analysis agent. So once the leads come in, we'll need to have a business analysis agent. We actually need to build the spreadsheet first. All right, so now kind of give it more context, right? Like we have Claude and Codex. We want to be able to, like I like to be super efficient, and that's another reason I like running multiple and in terminal, is because I can go in and I can open up another Claude window, and I can have like 2 Claude sessions running at once. We're operating in the same file path, right? With the same context window, like same conversation, working towards the same goal. So we could start on step 1, step 2, and step 3 all simultaneously in different terms.
That's amazing. And that's a big thing when you're running a business on your own, is efficiency is huge. There's not enough hours in the day. Like sometimes I sleep for 3 hours, right?
Yeah, no, literally. It's I feel you on that one. sounds about right.
And
That's what worked for us. Cool. So it created our plan here, our lead scraping engine plan. So best free tools that we found was going to be Google Maps, Scraper, Python, 200 free searches a month, auto enriches emails, social profiles, plus 50 data fields. Cool. And we're just going to run 200, so whatever, no big deal. Go Docker, unlimited free, production ready for volume. So another one that looks like we can use all the way, and then we could just have an enricher do it ourselves with all of these enriching data fields and all of that. Crawl 4 AI, LM-friendly web crawler used to deeply analyze each business's website post-scrape. Secondary sources. So it has a bunch of stuff. Cool, blah, 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 about that we could use for this. Claude code skills that'll help. Google reviews, homepage audit, SEO audit, and cold email plus cold outreach sequence for step 6. Cool, so now we know what Claude skills we can use in this session and all of this stuff.
Nice.
Claude versus Codex split. So scraping and scripts and data analysis, we use Codex. We use Claude for business analysis and reasoning. Spreadsheet we can use for both. We can use both. Website generation, we use Claude. Landing pages, we use Codex for builds and Claude for polishes. And then email, copy, and personalization. So that's all of the files in your file path, right? So now we're like creating our architecture for it. So it's going to use the scraper, the analysis output, all of this stuff. Immediate next steps after approval, create project folder structure, set up Python. So then recommended free tools. So then this is the plan that it's recommending.
Oh yeah, I have Python too.
Enrich. Yeah, you definitely want to have Python for like all this stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. So quite the plan. Enrichment. So it's going to enrich the data. Includes with Claude. Architecture, lead scraping engine. So Google Maps. Cool. Lead record schema, business name. Cool. So then this is everything that goes into the lead or into the spreadsheet, right? All of their information, revision notes, send status, Claude versus Codex, task split.
Nice. I'm so excited. It would have taken me a year to figure all this out.
So here's our whole plan. Here's our file structure, Claude code skills to use. So it's telling us all of this. So it looks like a good plan. I'm just going to hit yes, auto accept edits. Now it's going to help. It's going to build the file structure, right, of everything that we talked about. Now it's created all of our file paths of everything that we wanted in here. Gave us a quick instruction on how to use it, how to run and install it. We'll just tell it to give us a prompt for Codex to understand. Okay, so now can we build a spreadsheet so that the leads can properly land into it? I will also need the code.js to go on the back end. Once I have that, I will share the web app URL.
Maybe I should go look at that on my other computer here. Yeah, I'm doing something too.
We'll just have it land, have the leads land. We don't need the code.js yet because we have to have a couple other things done first.
Okay.
Leads can properly land into. Okay, so now can we build a spreadsheet so that the leads can properly land into it? I will need this a.csv. So now we'll build a spreadsheet. Okay, so what city are you in?
I am in St. Albert, Alberta.
St. Albert, Alberta.
Yes.
Okay. What business types do we want to target?
Construction, especially small businesses. Like, I worked for an underground construction company. So underground construction, because I can talk their lingo, as well as home renovation. Construction's really big out here in Alberta because we still have a lot of empty land.
Okay.
And a lot of people are moving here. I moved here from Ontario because houses are a third the price. So I literally, it was either move here and have no mortgage or stay there and have a mortgage till I die.
Fair enough. Okay.
There's a lot of construction work. There's a lot of healthcare. And Alberta is very friendly to small businesses. Less taxes. It's like we're Canada's Texas.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fair. Okay. All right. So we'll go St. Albert, Alberta, targeting construction, underground construction, home renovation, rehabs, etc. Kind of that kind of nature, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. We'll start with this for this first scrape. I think we'll grab like 200 leads off of this.
Yeah. Once I learn how to do it, I mean,
should give you a good start, and then
exactly. And then I can report back to you, and we'll.
It's like something, we'll build out a landing page. That's what we could start doing now. Matter of fact, with Codex, is start building out the landing page of, maybe a short video of you. We'll leave a place for you to make a short video at the top. Let's videos convert, right? We just talked about voice. Something I always say is, hey, John, sorry, it's not 2012. Nobody's reading your fucking blog anymore. Nobody reads blogs anymore.
I make a blog every week, and I stopped reading my own blogs. I just got AI to do it and post them. I don't even read
your own blog. Come on. Exactly. It's not.
I don't have time for that shit.
But you know what I would do is I would ask ChatGPT about it, and I would watch a video about it, which is two things that we can get you into, right? Which is AEO, which we kind of talked about. We'll dive into, but then also video, right? Like everything's going to voice. Like you just said, like, oh, I just, me with the prompting, I just talk to it. But now, like, I could do like this, right? Like
I do have a video studio.
And so, like, now that's Gemma. That's Google's Gemma. And I said, turn off my flashlight. And so it's not like the coolest thing, but now it's like, imagine like you work, N8N workflows with like apps, now we're talking like, hey, go to my calendar. Now we're talking everybody having AI on their phone, and they could build agents, say, hey, go send this email, do this, all right here. Like
I've been waiting patiently for it.
We're already there. It's insane. So I'm prompting Codex now.
Okay.
We're going to start building the landing page. I said, let's start building the landing page for when someone gets an email. I will link it to a domain, but let's get an HTML built using UI UX Pro Max Skills, which is like a skill that is really good at creating user interfaces and user experiences for websites.
Okay.
In line with what we're trying to do here, I need this as an HTML, using Alex Hormozi's. Do you know Alex Hormozi?
It's familiar. Why do I know that?
He wrote a couple books, but their most recent one is 0 to 100 million. And he just landing pages, funnels, click funnels, anything sales and business. He's really good at. He has proven templates for what works for landing pages. So we're going to use this template. We're going to say, hey, using Alex Hormozi's top proven templates for converting.
He's got a YouTube channel too, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he's big on content.
Oh, I watch him quite a bit, actually.
All right, cool. So here's our prompt for a landing page. Just use Alex Hormozi's top proven templates for converting on a landing page. Leave a spot for Taylor to import a video, and also a page they can click on for more resources with 3 filler sections. You can go in and change this later by just how to automate your business with ChatGPT, how to deploy AI voice agents with a brief how-to or prompt they can use. Just more free value. The goal is to get someone to select for Taylor to either book a video call, or she can actually come in person, short form, routes to a spreadsheet.
People in Alberta are very hesitant with AI, I have found.
Yeah, so, everybody is. I think it's just everybody.
Okay, so it's not just here. They're old school. They want to shake your hand and look in your eye, right?
That's good. No, that's good. Cool. So now we've got leads.
No way. That's awesome. Look at that.
All graded and enriched. Do they have a website? Google rating? How many reviews they have? Presence score. Looks like everybody gets a score on how well their online presence is. Outreach priority. So it's kind of ranked them. Site quality, 4 out of 10. Missing calls to action. Right, so now
that's fantastic.
We can kind of track all of this, if their emails, if it doesn't. That's one thing is it looks like for some of these we don't have an email, so you might have to go in and just go find the email or
even call them, like literally.
Even call them, yeah, exactly.
Like,
but I think we do have.
I was gonna do follow-ups with phone calls anyway, like send an email, because a lot of people either don't check the email or they just discard it because they assume you're trying to sell them something, right? So follow-up is good.
So cool. So we have leads now. Now we need to start building these people websites, right? Which is what I have doing here.
That's the
agent, right? That's going to build the websites. Let's see. So we have this getting built. Build the landing page flow. So let's see. The landing page is done now.
And they would host on Vercel?
Yep, you just host. Oh, they could host on Vercel. Yeah. So, boom, here we go. Taylor McKay, a stronger website and smarter AI systems without the usual agency drag. Most people send a pitch. Taylor starts by showing useful work. Obviously, this will be things you replace, right? What this conversation can uncover fast, why your current site may not be pulling its weight, how to make it easiest for people to contact or book you, where AI can remove repetitive admin work, what to improve. They got a little place for you to put a video here. We got a call to action. We can we don't have this on mobile, but we could get an idea of what this looks like on mobile. Boom, call to action, 2 on 1 page. This is probably where most people are going to see it, right? Website clarity, faster follow-up, practical automation. let's just go back to this.
So can
Pick a
I
call.
go to my calendar so they can book an appointment directly?
Yep, exactly. So you just give it your Google Calendar, and I'll just say, hey, how do I link my Google Calendar? And then, okay, do it. But pick a quick time. You could do video or in person. And then, right, and then they have a little form, and then this form will go into a spreadsheet on the back end. And then, hey, if you want more of Taylor, share his practical resources too. And open more resources, and then just like a little page with more free value, right? Like things that you might do. Yeah?
Yeah, I love
Taylor. So cool. Now we have the landing page, what you get, book, more resources, full landing page. I think that's pretty kick.
That's pretty cool.
All right, so then that's where they send when when they get an email. So we have our leads, we have that. Now we need our agent done that's going to build the pages, right? Which is getting done by Codex right now. Let's go back to the brain map. We had step 6, review and iteration loop. So then we'll have to do that. Cold email outreach landing page for Taylor. We got that. Consulting upsell. We got that. Resource hub, blog style type. We kind of have that. Spreadsheet controlled workflow. So that's really just linking it to your spreadsheets, business analysis agent. And then we know obviously the agents can make pretty quick websites, right?
That's amazing. So you're sending the one-page website to them, and then if they hire you,
you build them you build them a full page.
Yeah.
With multiple stuff. Yeah. But you can or we could just say, hey, make multiple pages, but don't go and build them out. You know what I mean? Don't go doing all that, right? Don't build them a whole website.
No.
Right? Yeah, no.
No.
But give them a taste of it, right? It's a good hook. Hey, you just got a whole website built, right?
That's thousands of dollars right there.
So let's see. We've got that. We've got our leads. So we've got this. We're just going to keep these over next to each other.
So can I use this to build workflows for the businesses, for my clients once I get them, like to build them a workflow, not the same, but to organize their business as far as leads and their own personal workflows that they use in their businesses?
We definitely could. We could. For the sake of time, probably we won't dive into all that.
Not today. No, I'm just curious.
But 1,000,000,000%, you link a consulting agent. Something that I do is just link Fathom to a call. We do a full intake call with Fathom on it. It records the whole call, takes all the notes from it. It just gives us like we talked about. Context is all that matters. Get all of the questions that you need. Go through the questions with the client. Then say, hey, I'm going to come back to you in 24, 48 hours with everything. Go have conversations with an agent that you create that helps you find, essentially what you want to do is turn systems into workflows, right?
Correct. That's what you did with, yeah.
Looks like we also have a summary on here and then how to use it on your spreadsheet as well.
Oh, good.
Cool. All right. Website agent is done.
And on the landing page, you should add a link for your voice, or I'll put that. Actually, I'll do that on the back end.
Yeah. Whatever you want to add in there. This is just the template, right? Like again, this is just a speed run, so you can watch this and what we did and be able to do it yourself, right?
I'm excited.
So now we have our agent done. Built the website generation agent. So now we're going to say you are operating as the website generation agent. I want you to find the top 3 leads we have in the Taylor lead pipeline.
So I'm in Vercel. I have an account now.
In your package I send you after this, I'm going to give you step-by-step. At the end of this call, I'm going to give you a bunch of action items, but I'm going to give you a step-by-step of all the action items that you can do tomorrow to take everything that we've built today and really actually start making money from it. And then a little bit into how you can scale this, not only from making 2-3 clients, but how we can get you to, $10K a month. Like that's the goal from this entire video. So I'm
Great.
going to give you a full package of it. I'm just going through a speed run so that we can talk about the fun stuff, what we could do with this.
Absolutely. And I'll get a copy. Fathom sends me an email anyway with, so you do a lot of vibe coding?
You could say that.
Are you a programmer though? Like you know how to code, right?
I know how to code,
I figured so.
but it makes things a lot easier. A billion times easier.
Well,
So,
especially
and this is why I think code is so cool, because like look at how fast we just did this. Because you know, we ran Claude over here, right? We had it set up the general architecture and file paths so that this, you know, anytime whatever we're operating on knows, hey, this is the files, this is how we kind of, you know, organize things in Taylor's business. Right now we have everything nicely organized in here. And then we had this over here, build you out your landing page. This started scraping your leads. And while both of those did this, now we had an agent get built that's going to go build the websites from the leads. We did all three of those simultaneously. And I know we're a little long, we're over an hour 40, but all of that would usually take, you know, quite a long time.
absolutely it would. It would have taken me a long time.
So now, that's another thing for business. So one of the biggest things when you're building websites with AI is referencing. One is UI, UX, Pro, Max skills. I talk about this a ton. It's just a GitHub repo. GitHub, if you're not familiar with it, is like the best place for everything AI and what's getting built. It's like all open source, you know, it's the things that you could actually use. The code, like the code, you know, the code base of everything, source code, sorry. So this is UI UX Pro skills. It's just a design intelligence that tells your AI like what is good, what is bad, right? And like a bunch of references on like what it can use. And so you just tell your AI, hey, just go reference UI UX Pro skills. Like you could just literally just copy and paste that and tell it to reference it.
How do you check GitHub? Sorry to interrupt. GitHub, I do have an account, but I'm always a little nervous of it.
Don't be nervous of it.
Just getting the right software, not like I really dabbled with OpenClaw, right? And is there a way to check the software to make sure that it doesn't have any nasties in it?
Just go to GitHub trending, GitHub/trending. Whatever's on here, you're safe.
Okay.
If it has a bunch of stars too, and like a bunch of forks, like that's what you look for, is stars and forks. If people have like liked it, like this has 2,900, 2,900 stars just today. Like, what is this? Claude Mem. This is a big one. I talked about that earlier.
Okay.
VoiceBox was this open source voice synthesis studio, 3D architectural projects. Like this is all the trending stuff, like the coolest, basically AI builds. Like if you want to stay up, like, you know, and stay off of Instagram and stay, you know, up to date with all the cool stuff that's happening in AI, like just go on trending, GitHub trending every day, and you'll get the answers.
Yeah, I actually, okay. I was doing that with OpenClaw, but I just had a client or a lead call, and my stupid Truecaller automated voice person answered it. I was thinking of your voice person would have been so much better.
Oh yeah, right. So this is another one, is 21st Dev that you can reference. Really, really cool stuff in here that you can incorporate into your website, just animations and stuff. And it just has the code that you can reference to your AI, and just, you know, really nice UI, UX.
I like designing that. Can I hook it up to Canva too, or is that like
this in Canva? Yeah, probably. I don't know. You'd probably just copy it. Copy prompts. I don't know.
This looks like it has better animations than Canva, though, from what you just showed me.
What was that?
From what you've just showing me now, the animations seem a lot better than in Canva.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff.
I'll check it out.
So anytime I'm building websites, right, I'm always going to tell it to reference those two things, 21st Dev and
okay.
Now it's got me the email drafts. Should be all updated here, and the test. So we can go back here and here, drive, and we'll go updated it. So go to data, should have, and Taylor business data. Oh, so it updated it. It's a new file. We'll just delete this one. And everything is in here. So what do we got? So I picked like, I guess, 3 of the best ones that it thought. Here it is. Okay. And then it's telling me, so this one's an output site. So we can go see our site. So we'll go to output sites, Alberta construction. Let's see what it looks like. General contractor that makes it easier for St. Albert customers to call, trust, and choose Alberco Construction Ltd. For St. Alberta, two contact paths. What this business should make easier to understand right away. So it's kind of cool because it has like calls to action on the site that it was built.
Yeah.
These services blocks are based on the available category and on-site signals. Taylor should review them before. So I would just like note to the agent, right? It's like, hey, don't, this is now where we just go back and we iterate everything, right? Like, hey, don't leave notes in the website. Right, yeah. I don't want these to, it looks pretty similar to yours. It's awesome. I think it's beautiful. Let's see on mobile. Mobile, it looks good, right? Like that looks really great, actually.
Yeah, that looks good.
So boom, and that's where most people are going to see it anyways, right?
They are.
And then boom, visit current site. So look at this. I mean, compared to what they have right now, I'd say it's pretty terrible. One thing I could say is like, hey, let's try to use their same colors. Maybe let's use, if they have images on their sites, let's use their same images, right? This is a speed run. But
that would be a service I would provide is brand, like, oh gosh, I'm getting tired. Where they get a brand package with everything, the voice, the colors, right? And you can incorporate that into this. So when they're building the website, that they're a brand voice. But a lot of people, like I made my package and boy, it makes everything else a lot easier when you have it right there. The colors you want to use, the type of language you use.
It looks like it made us a nice little, hey, Alberco Construction. Most people email you trying to sell you something. I wanted to actually show you something first. I took a look at your current online presence, and as a general contractor at St. Albert, I noticed a few things that may be holding you back right now. So no SSL, no meta description, like content. You already have visible trust in the market with a 4.3 Google rating across 15 reviews. So I put together a simple one page. I'll just include the link there. The goal is to make the business feel clearer, more trustworthy, and easier for a potential customer to contact. Current site. If you want, I can walk you through it, revise it around your real services and goals, show you a few practical AI automation ideas that could, on the back end, if that sounds useful, boom. And then you just send them an email, right? You've got the email and everything in the lead sheet already, and boom. But cool, so now we have leads. We have a lead scraping tool, right? You have in your file path, the lead scraping tool. And these things can be cleaned up a little bit, and I'll go through and clean them up before I send it all to you. Just clean up the file paths and agent architecture. Just do a quick sweep for you. But now you have agent architecture that goes out and finds you leads, right? Using the best open source stuff, free. We're not spending anything to find leads, right? 100% free. The lead comes in and then it's enhanced. We get grading on all of the leads, right, in our spreadsheet. We go. Let me share my screen as I go.
I like that you're able to pick like your top 3.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I think it even put it in order for us.
In property order? Nice.
So, yeah, so now we have 3 websites out of the 22 leads. And we could scrape more. It was just for time. We saved it.
Yeah.
They're all graded. You haven't sent an email yet. If we send an email, we can change it here. Booking status, if they change, right, what's going on. Maybe we could add, in the spreadsheet, a second email or a third email and a follow-up sequence, right? And we could do all of that, like I said, on the back end of the spreadsheet where, hey, once the first email goes out, if the booking status doesn't change, then it sends another email out in 48 hours and then 72, right? It looks like we didn't have any owner emails or owner phone numbers, which is probably a big thing on why like the websites aren't very good, right? Like probably not finding it because they don't have a good website, which makes sense. But now we have leads, and then we built an agent that will go in and from this lead sheet, right? and now go out and build out the landing page for, you know, whatever we're going to email them, of a page that they can see, hey, this is what your website could look like. We're going to send that to them as an email, and they'll write us the email too. And then we can send them the email. And then once we come back and they want to do it, we can use that exact same agent, because it's good at building websites, to just give, again, what is the biggest thing that it needs? Well, the websites probably aren't going to come out very good on the first sweep because their internet presence is bad. And what does that mean? Not much context, right?
They need a brand built for them.
Exactly, which is like why the targeting of like low reviews and all of that is a great place to start. Get them hooked, right? You give them free value, and then get them on. You know, you just get them on a call, and then however you want to upsell them, you have free value on that landing page as well. That tries to kind of mention it and upsell them, and maybe you could change those things around to show at the top of the page, or you talk about them in the video, right? We have a place on your landing page where it's here.
Yeah, I'm not an aggressive seller, and I never was in any of the other businesses. And I was always top in sales, but by not being aggressive and having people come back, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. That's the money maker, is repeat business.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the landing page. You'll have to just go get a domain, obviously, whatever you want to brand this as. Put a logo on there, all of that good stuff, which you love doing. You said you have fun.
Dude, that's my jam. I'm gonna be doing that.
So then, you know, all you would do is you go into your file path. Let's say you want to add a logo. We'll just go to Taylor's business, right? Let's see. We'll just go to Taylor's business file path, and then we'll just add a folder, and we'll say logo, right? And then we can just say, hey, agent, my logo is in the logo folder in Taylor's business. Go add it to the website, right? Or you can change this to brand, and then this could be your entire brand folder, and you can build a page that has all of your colors and all of the context for every single type of media that comes out from you, right? Your brand color, your fonts, your font sizes, everything, a full brand package, and you can put it in that brand folder. Now everything that you push out, hey, you just tell your agent to reference your brand folder for every single build, and now it keeps your colors and everything the same in every email, landing page, and every kind of media that it pushes out for it. What are you going to sell each? What are you going to sell each site for?
I have to really look at it and see how much time it's gonna, like, it'll be a time thing too.
Your agent will build the site in 5 minutes. So how much are you going to sell?
What do you think is fair? Like, what's the average?
I think you should sell for $1,088.
$1,088. Okay, I like that number.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to work something out for sure. I will not forget about you. Absolutely.
Yeah, and just let me know. Like, we can do another call. This is a fun project build. So if you need more help with it, with agents and stuff, give me a call. And
I will, and I'll want to include your businesses as well. So send me links to your, especially the voice answering, because that's a whole project on its own, and I would rather funnel it out, right?
I always like to ask. I do a little segment here. In this video, this entire time, Taylor, did I try to sell you anything?
No, you did not.
No,
not at all. Nope.
Not once.
Not once.
100% free consulting.
I want to buy. I feel guilty you spent this much time with me, so you'll be seeing me for. This is great. It's awesome. No pressure, and you did a lot of work and built something incredible in 2 hours. So that would have taken me months.
Awesome. No, you have a lot to work with now. We'll do another call soon, but
absolutely.
It's a pleasure. I appreciate you jumping on. Give me like 24, 48 hours to put this email together. I want to package it nicely for you.
Okay.
But again, I appreciate you jumping on here.
Great.